Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans versus Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL, especially in the physical category. If you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah, spit-and fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
This is it. 19. Check 56. You. 56. Mike, 56. Mike, let's go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Like I said, 19. Here I come.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. Under center, it'll be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Set. 19. Single.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
56. Mike, 56.
Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
I got one. Mike 5'9". Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Set. 19. 56. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Darnold from the gun. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Off of play action, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. So great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
An option run here for Watson. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
set. 19. Go, go, go. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
56. Mike, 56. 56.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Lindsey. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay takes it in from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's the option. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Single receiver.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Darnold on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson just beating the play clock. It's complete to Brown, right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check, 59.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mark Ingram able to make it in from a yard out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Finds the open target, Arnold. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold completes it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Faking the give, Darnold. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, Darnold, blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Darnold to throw again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a first down throw, Watson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. A final shot before the break, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half throwing the football by Sam Darnold. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Roberts now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They begin the drive with Johnson. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let him go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Darnold from the gun, throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. To the air again, Darnold. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Sam Darnold finding Robbie Anderson for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Sly on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston set to take over.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Push him back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he's going to use his legs.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fights through him. He gets away from one. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
We're outside. 56 is the mark. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
56. Mike, 56.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold down to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dan Arnold, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Operating from the gun, Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Panthers have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Outside. 56. Check 56. Crunch down, defense. Check. Check out, bro.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
41's the mic. Here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
56, right there, 56. Defense wins championship.
McCaffrey on the counter. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
McCaffrey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Here we go with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Fourth down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on fourth down.
Outside. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw is Darnold. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Mike 41. You gotta wedge that, huh? Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all of those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. Watson on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike, find him, go. Watch twist. Find him, go.
Watson looks to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Reset. 19. Mike's 56. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They will indeed snap it to Watson, going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.